Salut pour tous et soyez bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Adesanete. We are talking about the massive run through space that we have now. Private companies around the globe preparing themselves to the conquer of the moon and Mars as our first steps into a multiplanetary society. There are Japanese companies starting to mine the moon in order to bring minerals to Earth. And we have private companies preparing the first trips to Mars with the objective of having a city in Mars before 2050 with 1 million people living over there. So we were describing what is necessary to reach that goal. For going to Mars, we take 6 months into the trip between our planet Earth and Mars. So we need to transport 100 tons of equipment, each travel with 100 people. And this would take $300 billion to be done, the first traveling. And of course, we will talk about the economics of that later on. And we also talked about how the tropical forest, especially the Brazilian Amazon, is being dehumanized by a empty speech of communists dressed as environmentalists. And we are showcasing how absurd is their approach to the Brazilian Amazon by showcasing what is necessary to have a healthy environment for humans in space. And when we start looking at this, how can we improve? How can we give the necessary conditions for the human race to live and survive in outer space? We start looking at the vegetation and what is the contribution to the vegetation to the human conquer in space. And we will find, and I will showcase you, that the old growth vegetation is a risk for the space traveling. The old vegetation, the old growth vegetation, it will be competing with humans for oxygen, and this is really bad. And that is exactly the same situations we have in the Brazilian Amazon. The old vegetation is a risk for human societies, and we will look at what humanity is doing to bring people to the moon and to Mars. They are building space roads in order to bring people to those places. And this is what we need in the Amazon. We need roads, thousands, millions of kilometers of roads to bring our population to that place and make it livable. Follow us to learn more. Let God speak. And the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Adesanete, Fortaleza Minha África.